Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel and the Catechism for Kids. It's me again, Joseph, your host. Did you know there's a special book in the Bible filled with simple, practical wisdom for your everyday life? It's like a spiritual guidebook, helping you live a life that makes God smile. In this episode, we're going to explore the Book of Sirach, a treasure found in the Catholic Old Testament. Sirach teaches us how to live with kindness, humility, patience, respect, and trust in God. It gives amazing advice on friendship, family, choosing good over evil, and growing into a wise and loving person. So, what is this book all about? Why do Catholics include it in the Bible? How can you apply its lessons to your life today? Let's find out. Remember, when you listen to God's wisdom and choose what is good, your life becomes peaceful, joyful, and full of light. The Book of Sirach is part of the Old Testament, and it's packed with advice about living a good and faithful life. It was written by a Jewish teacher named Ben Sirach, probably around 200 years before Jesus was born. He wrote it to help people follow God's ways in their daily routines. It covers so many topics like family, friendship, money, work, and worship. You might also hear it called Ecclesiasticus, especially in older Catholic Bibles. It's part of Catholic and Orthodox Bibles, but isn't usually in Protestant Bibles. And even though it's ancient, the advice still makes perfect sense today for anyone who wants to live with honesty, kindness, and trust in God. One of the coolest things about Sirach is how it connects our everyday choices to our faith. It helps us understand that how we treat others is a huge part of how we serve God. It teaches that real wisdom isn't just about knowing a lot of facts. Wisdom grows from listening, praying, and doing what is right. Many of the sayings in Sirach sound like the Proverbs. They're short, clear, and easy to remember. Some parts even tell stories about great people from the past, reminding us that we're part of a much bigger story of faith. Ultimately, Sirach helps both young people and adults think about how to live with respect, peace, and care for others. So, who wrote this incredible book? It was a man named Jesus ben Sirach. He lived in Jerusalem about 2 centuries before Jesus Christ was born. He was a very wise teacher who deeply cared about passing on the faith to the next generation. He wanted young people to stay close to God, especially when the world around them was changing so fast. At that time, many Jewish people were encountering Greek culture, which brought new ideas that didn't always align with their faith. Ben Sirach saw that some people were starting to forget God's ways, so he wrote this book to help them stay rooted in what is good and true. Ben Sirach used stories, wise sayings, and practical advice to help people think about how to live well. He taught that wisdom comes from having a deep respect for God and keeping His commandments. He had great respect for the law of Moses and wanted others to feel the same. Later on, his own grandson translated the book into Greek so that even more people could read it. That's how it became part of the wider Jewish and Christian tradition. Even now in our noisy modern world, Sirach helps us see how to live with wisdom and faith. The way Sirach is written is really interesting. It's like a collection of wise sayings and teachings. Many of the verses are short and easy to remember, giving simple advice on how to live a good life. These sayings often come in pairs, showing 2 sides of an idea, which really makes you think more deeply. Some parts of the book sound like a father talking to his children, while other parts feel like a teacher giving lessons to students. There are also beautiful prayers and poems mixed in. This variety makes the book feel both personal and practical at the same time. You'll also notice the book often repeats ideas in different ways. This is a clever way to help the message stick. It talks about things like honesty, patience, and self-control again and again. Each time, it uses clear examples that connect to real life. Then, toward the end of the book, there are incredible stories about famous heroes from Jewish history. These heroes are praised for their faith and wisdom, and their lives are presented as models for us to follow. So, Sirach teaches us not just with words, but with powerful examples too. Sirach is filled with themes that fit perfectly with Catholic beliefs and values. It shows how our faith should guide our daily lives. It teaches that wisdom is so much more than knowledge. It means living in a way that pleases God. One of the main themes is the fear of the Lord, which means having a deep, loving respect for God. Sirach says this is where all true understanding begins. Another key theme is respect for parents. The book says honoring your father and mother brings blessings, which connects directly to the 4th commandment. Sirach also constantly reminds us to care for the poor, saying that giving to those in need is like offering a gift directly to God. It warns against pride and teaches that being humble leads to peace and respect. The book also celebrates faithfulness to God's law, teaching that following His commandments brings wisdom and joy. It lifts up prayer, worship, and trust in God's mercy. All of this fits perfectly with the Catholic vision of living a holy and honest life, showing how our faith should shape every choice we make every single day. Now, Sirach is a long book, but don't let that intimidate you. It isn't written like one continuous story, which actually makes it easier to follow. The book is made up of short teachings grouped by topic, helping you focus on one idea at a time. The first part, from chapters 1 to 23, focuses on personal wisdom. It talks about how to live with honesty, self-control, and respect for God. For example, the very first chapter speaks beautifully about the roots of wisdom. The next section, from chapters 24 to 42, looks at wisdom out in the world and in our relationships. Chapter 24 is a famous poem where wisdom herself speaks. The chapters that follow give advice about work, family, and how to treat others. Then, chapters 44 to 50 are called the Praise of the Ancestors. This section tells the inspiring stories of great leaders and faithful people from history. Finally, the last chapter, chapter 51, is a beautiful prayer of thanks, showing how the author trusted God through difficult times. This structure helps us take in the lessons slowly and grow in wisdom. Even though Sirach was written thousands of years ago, it still matters so much today. The world has changed, but people still face the same kinds of problems. We all deal with money, family, friendships, and making tough choices. Sirach gives simple, timeless advice that helps us handle these parts of life with faith. Young people can learn how to respect their parents and steer clear of bad influences. Adults can find guidance on work, honesty, and helping others. It's a reminder for all of us to be kind, stay humble, and pray often. In a world that moves so fast and feels so noisy, Sirach's message of trusting God to bring peace is more needed than ever. It helps us slow down and think about what really matters. Parents, teachers, and catechists can use Sirach to guide young people. Its short sayings are easy to remember and share. Sirach invites every one of us to live wisely and walk with God in our everyday lives. You might even hear Sirach at church. The book is used in the Catholic lectionary, which is the list of Bible readings for Mass. It's mostly read during weekdays and on special feast days. For example, a passage from Sirach chapter 2, which talks about trusting God in hard times, is often read during ordinary time. It reminds us to stay faithful even when life gets tough. Another well-known passage from Sirach chapter 3 is read on the Feast of the Holy Family. It talks about honoring your father and mother, which fits perfectly with the message of family love and care. Readings from Sirach pop up throughout the year, always offering practical advice that helps us live our faith every day. It speaks so clearly about wisdom, mercy, and the importance of choosing what is right. That's why the Church continues to share its timeless wisdom with us at Mass. So, to wrap it all up, the Book of Sirach is a treasure trove of wise advice for daily life. Written by the teacher Ben Sira hundreds of years before Christ, it was meant to help people stay faithful to God. It covers everything from family and friendship to work and prayer, always reminding us that true wisdom begins with loving and honoring God. It encourages us to be kind, speak with care, and help the poor. Catholics see it as a helpful guide for living a good life, and it's short. Simple lessons are just as powerful today as they were thousands of years ago. Here's a little challenge for you. Take some time this week to read a part of Sirach. You don't have to read it all at once. Just choose a chapter or two and think about what it says. Then come back and leave a comment below. What stood out to you? Did a verse make you think about something in your own life? Share your thoughts with our community, and let's learn from each other. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more faith-filled content. See you next time, and stay healthy and hungry for holiness. Take care, everyone, and may the Lord bless and keep you always.